Hi, welcome back. I'm glad to be back and I'm feeling much better today. Thank you, in case you're wondering. And I have my brand new digital photo frame behind me, so I'm very excited about that too. So Kitty can be with me in all my future videos. Now, a lot of you have asked for some more listening practice. So today I've chosen a conversation from an Australian TV show. And as you probably know, I like to choose conversations that are very natural. So something that you probably wouldn't see in a textbook, so that you can learn some more real life English. And also so that you can hear exactly how Australians speak. Today's conversation is between a man and a woman. I'm going to play it for you 4 times as per usual, but today I'm going to change the speed order. So the first time I'm going to play it at the normal speed, and then the second and third times I'll play it at a slightly slower speed, and then the final time at the normal speed again. And while you're listening to the conversation, I'd like you to try and answer these 3 questions. The first question, one of them is requesting something. So one of them is asking for something. Who is requesting something? Is it the man or the woman? The second question, what is he or she requesting? And the third question, does the other person help him or her? And then afterwards, we can study some of the words and phrases that they use in today's conversation. Okay, let's go.
So, what's on your mind?
Well, I thought I'd drop in and see if you've had a chance to look over the internship stuff for me. Yeah, it's just I got a letter from the hospital in WA. I just want confirmation.
Mason, I am so sorry.
Look, it's fine. You've had a lot on your plate.
Look, I've got to finish my rounds, but if you want to wait, we can talk when I'm done.
Yeah, sure. No problem.
So, what's on your mind?
Well, I thought I'd drop in and see if you've had a chance to look over the internship stuff for me. Yeah, it's just I got a letter from the hospital in WA. I just want confirmation.
Mason, I am so sorry.
Look, it's fine. You've had a lot on your plate.
Look, I've got to finish my rounds, but if you want to wait, we can talk when I'm done.
Yeah, sure. No problem.
So, what's on your mind?
Well, I thought I'd drop in and see if you've had a chance to look over the internship stuff for me. Yeah, it's just I got a letter from the hospital in WA. I just want confirmation.
Mason, I am so sorry.
Look, it's fine. You've had a lot on your plate.
Look, I've got to finish my rounds, but if you want to wait, we can talk when I'm done.
Yeah, sure. No problem.
So, what's on your mind?
Well, I thought I'd drop in and see if you've had a chance to look over the internship stuff for me. Yeah, it's just I got a letter from the hospital in WA. I just want confirmation.
Mason, I am so sorry.
Look, it's fine. You've had a lot on your plate.
Look, I've got to finish my rounds, but if you want to wait, we can talk when I'm done.
Yeah, sure. No problem.
So, what's on your mind? Well, I thought I'd drop in and see if you've had a chance to look over the internship stuff for me. Yeah, it's just I got a letter from the hospital in WA. They just want confirmation. Mason, I am so sorry. Look, it's fine. You've had a lot on your plate. Look, I've got to finish my rounds, but if you want to wait, we can talk when I'm done. Yeah, sure, no problem. How was that conversation? Was that easy or difficult for you? Let me know in the comments below. Okay, let's study some of the words and phrases that they use today. Firstly, the woman asks, what's on your mind? So to have something on your mind means that you're worrying about something and that you're thinking about it a lot. She has a lot on her mind at the moment. She has exams next week. She's very busy at work and her grandmother is sick at the moment. So she has a lot on her mind right now. Has there been anything on your mind lately? Maybe you have an assignment due soon, or maybe an exam is coming up, or maybe you might have an important presentation to do at work soon. So there are a lot of things that can be on your mind. And here, she's asking what's on his mind. What is he worrying about at the moment? What is he thinking about right now? He then replies with, I thought I'd drop in and see if you've had a chance to look over the internship stuff for me. Now, firstly, to drop in. This is another phrasal verb, our favourite thing in English, phrasal verbs. We all love phrasal verbs. And to drop in means to go somewhere for a very short visit to see someone when you haven't actually arranged to meet them. We always drop in and say hi to friends whenever we're in Melbourne or Sydney. Why don't you drop in for a coffee next time you're in town? And you can also say drop by here. So you can say, we always drop by and say hi to friends, or why don't you drop by for a coffee? So here in the conversation, he's dropping in and visiting her. I thought I'd drop in. So they didn't plan to meet. He had just decided to go and visit her. Now, why did he go and visit her? He said, I thought I'd drop in and see if you've had a chance to look over the internship stuff for me. Now, to look over something is another phrasal verb, and it means to look at something quickly, to glance at it, just to get a general idea about it. And an internship is the time that you spend working somewhere to get work experience. And in the conversation, he talks about getting a letter from a hospital in WA, in Western Australia. So he's talking about an internship in a hospital, which is what junior doctors need to do in order to get their medical qualifications. So he is asking her if she has had a chance to look over his internship stuff. So this answers my first two questions. Who is requesting something, the man or the woman? The man is requesting something. And what is he asking for? Well, he's asking her to look over his internship stuff, and he's asking her if she's had a chance to look at it yet. Now, he doesn't actually ask a question, which is why I think this conversation is quite interesting. There is no question mark in this sentence. I thought I'd drop in and see if you have had a chance to look over the internship stuff for me. So he's asking an indirect question. It's not obvious. So I wanted you to see and hear that questions can also be asked this way, which is one of the reasons why I chose this conversation. He could have asked, have you had a chance to look over the internship stuff for me? That's fine, there's nothing wrong with that, but it doesn't sound as polite. And because he's asking her for a favor, he's asking her to do something for him, then of course he wants to sound polite. So he asks in this indirect way. She then replies with, Mason, I am so sorry. So what she's saying indirectly is that she hasn't had a chance to look over his stuff yet. And then Mason continues and says, look, it's fine, you've had a lot on your plate. Now, on your plate, or on one's plate, is an idiom, and it means all the things that you have to do, or all the things that you have to deal with. And it's usually used with words like a lot, or enough, or too much, to show the amount of things that you have to do. She's got a lot on her plate. We can't possibly give her more work to do. Look, you've got more than enough work on your plate. Let's get Mark from the other team to help you. So here in the conversation, he's saying that he understands that she's very busy, which is why she hasn't been able to look at his internship stuff for him. Then she says, I've got to go and finish my rounds. Now, doctors go and make their rounds when they go and visit their patients to see how they are. And this is what she's talking about here. She has to go and make her rounds. She has to go and visit her patients. Then she goes on and says, but if you want to wait, we can talk when I'm done. Now, done here is used as an adjective, and it means to be finished doing something or using something. Now, it's usually an adjective and a noun, so a long dress, a yellow bird, an old car. But when done is used as an adjective, it usually doesn't go with a noun. My assignment is almost done. I just have to write one more paragraph and then I'm done. And something that parents probably say all the time, are you done with your food? Because if you are, then give me your plate so I can finish washing the dishes. So in the conversation, she says to him, if he wants to wait, then they can talk after she finishes doing her rounds. And she also says gotta and wanna. She doesn't say, I've got to finish my rounds, but if you want to wait. She says, I've gotta finish my rounds, but if you wanna wait. Now, this is very common in spoken English, and I know I do this in my videos. But if you're sitting an exam, as I keep saying, if you're sitting an exam or writing something for work or university, say, then please do not use this. This is very informal. In fact, it's not standard. So this is really just a way to show in writing what is said in spoken English. And I don't want you to lose marks simply because of what native English speakers say or do. I just want to let you know that this is how native English speakers speak. So in the conversation, she says to him, if he wants to wait, then they can talk after she finishes doing her rounds. So this is the answer to my final question. Is the other person going to help? Yes, she is going to help him. He just needs to wait until she finishes doing her rounds. Let's listen to the conversation one last time at the normal speed and see how much more of the conversation you can pick up this time around.
So, what's on your mind?
Well, I thought I'd drop in and see if you've had a chance to look over the internship stuff for me. Yeah, it's just I got a letter from the hospital in WA. I just want confirmation.
Mason, I am so sorry.
Look, it's fine. You've had a lot on your plate.
Look, I've got to finish my rounds, but if you want to wait, we can talk when I'm done.
Yeah, sure. No problem.
Please give me a thumbs up if you found this video useful so that I know to make more videos like this one for you in future. Thank you for watching today. Keep practicing, stay safe out there, and Kitty and I will see you next time. Bye.